You know how hard it was to find these books? I was scrolling through my Goodreads like, girl, everyone dies in this one.
I know.
Girl, everyone dies in that one.
You love a sad book.
Ugh,
Well,
it's
so
not
do
on
I.
purpose. Hi readers. Today on Six Picks, we're talking about love.
Love, love, love.
Why? Because sometimes when the world around you is maybe not that chill, you just want to pick up a book that has a happily ever after at the end.
My first pick is The Wedding Date by Jasmine Guillory, and this book is about a woman named Alexa who meets a guy named Drew in an elevator in a hotel in San Francisco. He's there for the wedding of his ex-girlfriend, and these two get stuck in the elevator together.
Love a good stuck in an elevator scene.
Totally. It's a meet cute times 1,000. And by the time the elevator gets moving again, he's convinced Alexa to go as his date, posing as his girlfriend to the ex-girlfriend's wedding. So, of course, many adorable things ensue. The two can't stop thinking about each other after the wedding weekend, and this book evolves into a very sexy, very sweet romance.
My first pick is Call Me By Your Name by Andre Aciman. I am obsessed with this book, and now there is a movie adaptation, and I'm so happy that the movie adaptation is getting such great reviews and also such popular attention, because even though this book was already popular, I don't think it can be as popular as it deserves until every single person in the world has read it.
Nice.
It's a really incredible romance between the main character, who is a teenager living in Italy with his expat parents, and the grad student who's staying with them for the summer. And what I love so much about this book is that it really gets to the heart of both the giddiness of your first love, but also how stressful it can be.
Yes.
It's so true to life. It's very, very sexy, and it is also just a really sweet romance.
My second pick is The Sun Is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon. This book is a young adult romance that's perfect for fans of John Green. I absolutely adored this book. It takes place over the course of one day when Natasha, a totally science-minded high school girl who is 12 hours away from being deported back to Jamaica with her family, meets Daniel on the streets of New York City. Daniel is trying to live up to his parents' expectations. He's Korean American. They would like him to go to a specific university and get a high-paying job, but Daniel would actually prefer to be a poet. So these two, who couldn't be more different, they meet on the street, and it's this beautiful, fateful day when they sort of let the universe take over.
My second pick is The Royal We by Heather Cox and Jessica Morgan. I'm not really sure why we're so obsessed with British royals, since we are Americans and it affects us not at all. But here at Read It Forward, we are about a royal wedding.
We're all about it.
So in celebration of a certain upcoming royal wedding with an American,
Woo! Hey, Megan.
we took a look back at one of my favorite romances, which is The Royal We. It is a highly fictionalized kind of reimagining of the Will and Kate story, but in this book, the Kate character is an American studying abroad. One of my favorite things about this novel, other than it's dishy, it's fun, it's exciting, is that it's super long. This is a brick of a novel.
Yep.
So if you want a romance that you can really kind of sink your teeth into, I would highly recommend The Royal We.
My third pick is The Music Shop by Rachel Joyce, who, as you may remember, wrote The Unlikely Pilgrimage of Harold Fry. This book is perfect for fans of High Fidelity or The Little Paris Bookshop, but instead looks at Frank, the cantankerous owner of a vinyl record shop. And one day he meets Ilsa, the woman in the green coat, and they are both painfully shy, but he ends up giving her an education on music. teaching her what to listen to in these records. And over time, though it's very hard for them to admit it to one another, they develop feelings for each other. And this book it has a great tempo and rhythm, which reminds me a lot of the music that they're listening to. So it feels very vibrant as you're reading it.
My final pick is Tomorrow Will Be Different by Sarah McBride. It's a nonfiction account of Sarah's life. She's the first transgender woman to speak at a national political campaign. She's also the National Press Secretary for the Human Rights Campaign. And this book follows both her early life and how she came to political activism and the fight for trans equality in America. So in the macro sense, this book is about love is love is love, but it also follows her meeting and romance and eventual marriage to her husband Andrew, which is a very deeply affecting romance in its own right. And I loved being able to see the two threads come together at once. This book is so good. Talking about crying on the train in public, my emotions were everywhere. It's maybe not a happy ending in the way that some of the novels we chose are, but it really gives you hope for a happy ending in the future.
There you have it. Those are our 6 great love stories. We hope that you will be as in love with them as we are.
Do you have a favorite romantic story? Let us know about it in comments below or tweet at us at Read It Forward.
And for more great reading recommendations, sign up for our newsletter at readitforward.com.